Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations. In today's video, we're going to be diving back into some Cookie Run Kingdom, and we've officially got a brand new springtime event. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see here on screen, this is going to be the brand new event that just dropped in-game called Spring in the Cookie Kingdom. We've got this one. We've also got the second one that goes hand in hand that is for the guild. So if you guys don't know, they actually dropped an event just like this back in November in the game. Obviously, it wasn't spring-themed, but nevertheless, same principle applies here. Very similar to something like the Tree of Wishes. However, the rewards are much greater. For the very first one we've got here, and that's going to be that Spring in the Cookie Kingdom as we talked about. You're going to see 3 different options here that you can obviously complete. Very similar to something you would see in the overall Tree of Wishes. However, there's a couple of differences here. Actually, what you're doing is you're going to complete these 3 different items, or, basically as many as you can, to accumulate what they call fame points, as you can see down here at 1627, 5,000, then also 473. So essentially what you're going to be doing is accumulating up these fame points, and as you generate more fame points, it's going to increase your personal rank, but also it's going to increase your guild's rank for when the event does come to an end. Wherever your guild ranks and also you rank, you're going to be getting some additional resources. So as you can see here, essentially we're going to start off with the guild rank based on your contribution and all of your guildmates' contribution. That's going to increase where your guild ranks for this individual event. You can see here currently, if the event was to end today, our guild is currently in the top 10%. So we would obviously get the 1,000 crystals, 80,000 gold, and 200 experience. And then obviously, you want to try to make it to as high as you possibly can, but if you got to top 1%, you'd be getting 5,000 crystals, 500,000 gold, 300 of the level 6 experience star jellies, and then 1,000 of the rainbow cubes. Again, though, not just for one person or your guild. This is for every single person that's inside your guild. And then the second way we got here, and that's going to be talking about your individual contribution. So based on, you and all of your guildmates, wherever you rank, so whether you're going to be number 1 or you're going to be all the way down here between numbers 21 and 30 out of your guildmates, you're going to be getting some additional resources. It's nothing, nowhere near as good as the overall rewards that everybody will get, based on your guild's rank, but it still adds up and gives you some sort of additional resources that you did not have. So the concept here is very simple, right? So essentially your main goal is to accumulate as many fame points as possible by doing as many of these as you possibly can to increase your own personal rank for your contribution, but also increase your guild's rank, so then at the end of the event, you're getting a massive amount of resources. The second part here is just basically, as you accumulate fame points, you're going to unlock whatever resource or item is directly below that milestone. As you can see here, I'm about to hit the 80,000 milestone, so obviously I'm going to be getting these 2 Swift Chocolate, M topping pieces. Once we hit the 100,000, we're then going to be getting the, 200 rainbow cubes. Again, very simple here. However, this one is going to be the main one to focus on. This one, as you can see, there's going to be 3 different options that you can complete at any given moment. The very first 2, the one on the far left and the middle one, both of these items are always going to cost you some sort of resources for you to give away. So as you can see here, we've got 1 glazed donut, and we've got 2 of the, acorn lanterns to give to them. And then we've also got, 2 of the toffee jams, and we've also got 3 of the biscuit flowers that this one is asking for. The third one over here, though, does not require any sort of materials. Instead, it's going to require some sort of task for you to complete. As you can see here, win in the Kingdom Arena 10 individual times, and all 3 of these are going to be giving you some sort of fame points and then additional resources. You can see the very first one here is going to only be giving us level 3 experience star jellies. The middle one is going to be giving us the level 3 experience star jellies on top of topping pieces, and then the third one here is going to be giving us a magic cookie cutter on top of the individual fame of worth 5,000 points. So now that you have officially got a better understanding on exactly how the event works, it's very simple. Let's jump in here and give you guys some tips and some things that you can absolutely do to make sure that you guys are efficiently grinding out these fame points and not hurting yourself. So the first one that we've got here, and that's going to be answering a question I see asked a lot right now, and that's going to be, do you still focus on Tree of Wishes, or do you do the event? In my opinion, as you can see here on the left-hand side, I think it's worth doing all 45 of your individual Tree of Wishes every single day, even with an event like this, and then jump back in there and focus on the event after you have completed all of your wishes. Now, I know absolutely it's going to be very easy for a lot of players, especially new players, to get in here and think that the best case scenario is to not do the Tree of Wishes during this entire, 6 or 7 day event. However, that's a giant mistake, and you guys should absolutely still be grinding out all 45. Not only for the 3, chests that you get with some rewards in it, but also because it does also count towards your springtime event and also your Dark Cacao missions as well for those additional Lights of Resolution. So naturally, you're basically completing 3 different events just by doing your daily wishes every single day. So honestly, get in here, complete those first, then dive into the event and start giving resources to that once you have completed your Tree of Wishes. Alrighty, so then officially diving into the second tip we've got, jumping back in here to the actual event, there's going to be a button that you guys might not have really, noticed or even thought about using, and that's going to be this refresh button that you can see here on the top left of each one of these individual, quests as they call them. This is going to be on a 10-minute timer, so very similar to the Tree of Wishes. If you do not have the items from the first 2, absolutely do not feel bad about hitting the refresh button, waiting the 10 minutes for it to give you a brand new one. It doesn't have any sort of penalty for utilizing that besides, you just have to wait the 10 minutes. The same thing goes for the third one here that is going to have some sort of task. If you do not have something like the Kingdom Arena tickets, or maybe you already have a balloon out that's, being sent out for 8+ hours, and you don't want to wait, naturally get in here, hit the refresh button, wait the 10-minute timer for it to generate a new task. As you can see here on screen, it's going to start the 10-minute timer, and then once that does come back, then you'll be able to, potentially do whatever quest it is asking you to do at that moment. So again, just keep that in mind. You want to make sure you are utilizing that any chance you can to make sure you are completing as many as possible. Alright, so then officially moving on here to the next tip we've got for you guys, and that's going to be talking about utilizing any and every single resource. Again, that's not going to be a very good option because a lot of different items that, do give you more fame points overall, like the higher tier items, they actually require a lot of the lower level materials. So instead of utilizing everything you can on day 1 to just get as many fame points, it's a really good idea to actually save up some of that stuff so then you can then make the higher tier items, so then you can trade those when they do ask for those in the overall quest. And then just to give you guys a quick example of that, as you can see here, this gringo, if we were going to make this item or we were going to complete one of the other quests, it does ask for the biscuit flour and also ask for the individual acorn lamps. If I had none of those, I could not make the gringo, and one of the quests that could come up could be asking for one of those. So instead of just giving all of your resources, definitely hoard up some of the smaller materials so you can still make those higher tiers before you start, divvying out all of your, lower end materials to those quests. And then diving into another tip we've got here for you guys, and that's going to be talking about hoarding 2 different resources, specifically for the third task here, and that's going to be, as you can see, this one is just, win with all of your cookies alive in the arena once. This one would only require me, in theory, 1 of the arena tickets. However, some of these do have some of the, different challenges that say, battle in the arena 10 times or, use so much stamina, and both of those items are going to be very crucial, so absolutely make sure you're hoarding up your arena tickets, utilizing them only when you need to, and then the second one is going to be your stamina, hoarding up your stamina and utilizing it once again for when you need to use it, not just burning it because you have it. And then last tip we've got here for you guys before we hop out of today's video, and that's going to be talking about the refresh button. You guys might not know, but the refresh button actually is only going to be costing you guys gold, and it looks to be like a maximum of like 45,000 gold for the full 10-minute, reset. It does not cost crystals, and it does not cost, speed ups, which again is very awesome and unique to this event. In the past, it's always seemed to cost either crystals or the actual speed ups. This time around, it's only going to be gold. So if you have a massive abundance of gold, you can absolutely utilize that to speed it up even faster to generate some more fame points. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up today's video. You guys, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Cookie Run Kingdom related. We cover it all from guides, tips, tutorials, coupons, you name it. It's going to be placed here on the channel. I'm bringing it to you as soon as it drops. Also, I've got a Discord. The link's always provided down below in the description. We've got over 7,000 players over there, so we would love to have you. And with that being said, guys, as always, I'll see you on the next one.